Well, let's move into our next beauty, and I really, really love these because they made almost like an ombre effect with the glitter and that smooth pearlized faux leather. So you see what they did there? So you see how you have the kind of graduating color there? You've got two options here today. You can choose the toe post, but I'll show you in the same color, you can also choose the band sandal as well. So if you're a person that really doesn't like, you know, the toe post or the thong sandal, you can definitely do the two band style, and don't worry about that because these bands have hook and loop, so they're totally adjustable as well. Let's walk you through these colors. We've got it available for you. As you can see here, that's your eggplant. We also have it available for you in that olive. And so the olive is really spectacular. You see how you get all the different shades. The one you're looking at there, that color is your pewter. And then we also have an urban white. Now it appears that the urban white is only in the slide, the double strap. And then I believe, yeah, that's the only one that's only, that's sold out in the T-strap. So from $73, we're at $58.88, comes in whole sizes only 5 through 11. And Randy, I thought it was so genius what they did, because instead of doing what every manufacturer does and give you just full-on glitter, you know, they gave us that cool kind of stylized element of the ombre, which is really all the rage in fashion right now to play with that color.
Absolutely, and you see, notice it's a patchwork, almost like a patchwork design here, and you have all the different gauges of the different glitter. Now, if you're a FitFlop collector, you know, I know you all love bling, you love the bling, so we wanted to make sure we gave it to you, not only in bling, but in colors that were unique to HSN. So that eggplant and that olive are unique colors to HSN. You cannot get that at any of the department stores, so it's really, really special. They're definitely collector's items. But I want to talk about the toe post, because you mentioned not everyone loves a toe post, and I was in that camp until I discovered the FitFlop toe post. So first, let's start with the vamp. On the underside where you're showing there is just deliciously padded. It is microfiber lining. It really feels like a slipper when you put it on your foot, but the magic is in that toe post. That toe post is padded and the seam is facing away from your skin on the outside. I mean, it's just, it's brilliant. I don't know why all toe posts haven't, you know, changed their lives and gone in this direction. But so on top of that too, if you notice there's a bit of a lift in this particular sole, and that's not, we love the extra leg length, but that's actually there for function. It helps to properly align your foot in this micro wobble board technology. And I have a little display here for you. So it's a triple density foam on this sandal. That firm cushioning at your heel is at your heel, and then soft foam at the arch of your foot with a medium density foam at your toe box. And if you notice, it's actually shaped like a real human foot, which I joke about, but so many of our sandals, our flip-flops are just flat as pancakes, and there could not be a worse shoe for your foot, genuinely. So you have this beautiful, the arch support, the way that it's the cupping on the heel, the slip resistance on the underside, and then you have all of that padding on the underside to make sure this stays put. But we also listen to what you want, and what you wanted was that customability, and we have the Velcro on. So even if I didn't sell you on the toe post, and you're like, listen, I'm a slide girl, that's where I live, we have that extra customability with the hook and loop closure here. So just as padded as the toe post, you know, sister, but this is really, if your feet swell at the end of the day, or maybe you have a bit of a narrower foot, I'd recommend the slide.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, let's do the colors up close. You see Amanda there? She is wearing it in that pewter, okay? And so in the pewter, you do have the slide option as well, so the band option as well. The only one that does not come in the toe post right now is that urban white. So if you love the silvers, that pearlized white, it only comes in the double band style. So remember, we've got the eggplant, we've got the olive, we've got the pewter, and then that urban white. Let me show you that one too, because if you're looking for a white sandal, you know, a lot of brides wear their FitFlops because they're so pretty and glittery, and they know they'll actually, hey, what a concept, enjoy their party. And so take a look at that there. Here is that adjustability, the hook and loop that Randy's talking about. And then I just want to show you, you see, I don't know if you can see how thick and cushy and padded even the straps are. So, you know, really, really thinking of all the comfort. Remember, this is a shoe that the American Podiatric Medical Association gave its seal of acceptance to, which means it's a shoe that diffuses pressure, that absorbs the shock, that promotes good foot health. And so while we can't make your feet healthy, you know, if you are interested in buying shoes that don't exacerbate whatever you got going on, you're looking at a brand that I want you to trust. And these are awesome. I've got a crazy collection, Randy. I feel like I've got a bit of a problem. And with these prices today.
Shoes are never the problem. It's the husbands that are the problem.
I think I agree with you. $73 to a feature price of $58.88. A $19 flex pay means for anybody that's new to HSN, you just pay the first $19.63. We ship these out to you for free. These come in whole sizes only from 5 to 11. And they're fun. And Randy, I noticed too that for being a glittery sandal, they're not loud. It's not like, you know, oh, this glitter that's obnoxious in the daytime. It's really pretty. I don't know if it's like a finer glitter. And by the way, it doesn't go anywhere. So I just want to show you, it's not on my hands, you see? It's just really beautifully done.
Exactly, and it's interesting you said that because I was reading the reviews. I always like to see what everyone has to say, and people were mentioning that it doesn't slough off. If you have, so I love also the hook and loop for if you have any sort of toe issues. So I'm going to bring her up. My mom always gets mad at me, but I have two pinky toes that live in their own zip codes. They just, for years of wearing high heels. But I love that hook and loop allows me to customize the width of the shoe.
Strap that little guy in.
And it hides it. So, you know, if you're just not feeling that, but listen, I went to a podiatrist. He was very proud of me that I work with FitFlop and I tell everybody about it. But he's like, I can't do anything about that toe. You ruined it in your 20s. And I was like, well, I am keeping it nice and safe and happy.
She is independent, and that's a good thing. You don't want to squash that in that pinky toe. You like them to be independent. So $19.63 is all you pay today, and I really feel like it's interesting because when we're younger, we don't think about these things. You know, we're running around in our heels, we're doing whatever it takes. We don't know that sooner or later we're going to pay the piper, right? It's just what happens. And so if you're still looking to have cute shoes, stylish shoes, but you want something that's really good for your feet. I have to tell you, Randy, that when I was doing the homeschooling this past year, I realized very early on that being barefoot in my home all day was a problem because I was walking from one, you know, twin to the other, and by the end of the day, my feet would be throbbing, and I'm like, I'm home. What is going on? Just the walking, the back and forth with no support. I was wearing these little, I don't know if you remember them. It was a FitFlop mule that I would use almost like a house slipper that had the little tassels. You remember those?
Absolutely, I have a pair upstairs. I have them in wine,
Those are the ones that saved my feet this entire school year. And so please try FitFlop. If you've got painful feet, if your feet are throbbing by the end of the day, if you've got such, you know, discomfort in your feet that at the end of the day, it just travels up your calves and through your knees and try these out. You know, there's never been a better time to try because of the prices, Randy. I mean, you and I went bananas. I've got another sneaker. I've got another sneaker in my cart in the silver tonight. And you know, I'm thinking of these leather ones that I'm wearing because I've been looking for a leather FitFlop to add to my collection. So take advantage of these prices today. 097788 is your item number. You will feel comfortable all day. And remember, you don't become a global brand. You don't get that American Podiatric Medical Association seal of